Hey y'all, we're gonna get us a reading for the sign of Leo. As you know, I've already began my pre-shuffle before I press the record button, so I'm gonna cut the deck and we're gonna get into it with the main energy for the sign of Leo. Now Leo, bottom of the deck we have distance. So I'm hearing that you may have chosen to separate yourself from a situation. You may have put distance between yourself and a place or a person, or even both. You know, it's given that you it's something with feeling crowded or something like that. You know what I mean? And again, needing some type of relief. Okay, Leo, first card out, we got the Divine Feminine, adjusting your crown. And again, I always say, you know, this is tarot. You flip or switch them roles. Divine Masculines very well have Divine Feminine energy, and Divine Feminine does have Divine Masculine energy. Now, there is a Divine Masculine card in here, you know what I mean? But again, a feminine and a it's going to be different energetic signatures, right? So still play your role in this situation. Okay. We got chemistry and something about a spark, some type of attraction. Okay. Look, only you, Divine Feminine. So it seems like somebody may be feeling attached or something like that right now. It says crave, so somebody might be craving you. Look, confessions, this may have been something that they were hiding. This says this, you know, messages coming clean. Somebody want to let you know. You know what I mean? Shit, only you had this type of effect on them, Leo. Look, shocking. And somebody might be shocking that they actually are met with some type of turbulence or some type of trouble. It's really giving me that that's going to be shocking to you as well, too, for this person to express this to you. Like, very unexpected. See? But you have clarity. Truth, intentions, honesty. So somebody's honesty might shock you. Intuition. You're being urged to use your discernment, though, because it's some type of inner knowing that you have when it comes to these intentions. So it's something more about what a person is not saying versus what they are saying. Right. Look. You got trapped in beauty. So somebody might be trapped in another person's beauty. They're stuck, you know, by this charming energy. Okay, so this is even giving me Knight of Cups energy, Leo. Like, you know that this person is more so charming. They're persuasive. They, you know what I mean? They know how to love bomb. Long story short. And it's something with them wanting to hold your kind heart captive or something like that. You know this. Look, we'll return on the bottom of the deck, Leo. You know this. You know what they after. I look a little shady. Hey, that's all right. We ain't gonna worry about it. You know what they after. So what's going on with this Divine Feminine energy? Okay. We have apology. So somebody wants to apologize to you, seek your forgiveness, you know, let you know again that they're only attached to you, or they have some type of attachment to some type of effect, you know, that you have on this person. Look, you have curse. So somebody might want to apologize for some type of curse or some type of witchcraft or negative mindset that they had. Yeah, they may be coming clean about this. This may have been shocking to you, but again, it may give you some clarity on why you had certain turmoils or something like that in life. Again, you may be very well unexpected of this person's honesty, but it's giving me that you have an inner knowing already. Yeah. And you have pain. See, somebody's confession of pain is going to be unexpected for you. It's given that you're proceeding with caution, though. They need to proceed with caution as well, too. Because, see, it was unexpected, but somebody is hoping and expecting, you know, for this clarity that they're giving you to actually allow them to, like, put you in a position of manifesting, like, having faith in them all over again. Yeah. You have rejection. So your intuition may be telling you to reject this person, abandon this situation, or dismiss it. It's giving me some type of worry about what could go wrong. Yeah, so your intuition is giving you warning signs not to get trapped in, you know, this person's allure or whatever it is. Again, I said they know how to do it. Because look, this is a hopeless energy. Sinking, despair, falling apart. And that's more so what they tied in, or that's what this person is more so trapped in right now. So don't get caught up in the charm. Look, heart fog in the reverse. See, that's what I'm saying. Don't get caught up in a charm. It's something about you receiving clear signals. You know, your emotions is not blocked. Like, you can read through the lines. And yes, you're being kind-hearted, you know, but, you know, stress. See, you know that somebody is coming to you stressed. Not to mention, you know, they create some type of tension. It's also something about arguments. Like somebody always, look, in breaking point. So you already done reached your final limit. Somebody is feeling overwhelmed, though. Yeah, longing. So when it comes to this apology, like this person is craving, aching, wanting. Divine feminine apology. It's even giving me that you may want some type of apology or something like that for a curse or some type of hexing or negative mindset that you may have had in a situation. What is this longing with this curse? Yeah, ecstasy. See, somebody was chasing some type of thrills, and it seemed like, again, they got the worst case scenario from it. Craving, yeah, somebody was playing with some shit, wanting a good time. Look, you got bluff. So somebody was pretending. They confessing this pain, but it's given that they're pretending. Somebody is exaggerating how sorry they feel. They hoping that you invest some type of faith in them is what I'm getting from it. They're not really being honest. Somebody is really trying to see if they're able to re-enter and do something again. What's going on with this hoping? What's this bluff and this hoping? Mistakes. See? They hoping that you will forget the mistakes. But somebody is exaggerating this, like a misunderstanding and some type of victimhood. Right, it's due to some type of backfires with this emotional storm, this turmoil's unstable, affected. Yeah. Somebody feels as if they made a mistake, though, when it came to this rejection, this abandoning this situation. They now have clarity. Looking, you got loyalty sideways. See, they made mistakes because you was loyal to them. They rejected you when you were loyal. It's something about you trusting in this person, them knowing that you are reliable, you know. You had a lot, you was believing in this person, though, again. But your intuition knew that a situation was hopeless. Right, time. Something had been proven to you over time. It's something about the cycles. You continuously waited for something. It was moments where, again, you were loyal to this person and you waited for them to show up for you and they never showed up. They left you with heart fog, created stress, turbulence, tension, arguments for no reason. So it's giving me that you not allowing them back into your space. No. Look, conflict. See, that's what I'm saying. This person is trapped in conflict. It's something with you realizing the differences and knowing that you are incompatible with this person. It's been proven time and time again. Yeah, somebody might try to argue with you once this charm don't work. Look, but this conflict that they're having is simply karma. It's the consequences of their actions. Yeah, but see, somebody is trying to hide the fact that they're stressed as well, too. They're trying to present themselves to you in this charming energy, hoping that you help lighten some of this load that they coming with. What's this longing energy about? Right, intimacy. See, somebody want to have some type of intimate energy with you, some type of bonding, confiding. It's really giving me a linking of energy, though. And it has a lot to do with them chasing these thrills, right? Because they got something else with them. What's going on with this ecstasy? It's like only you curse ecstasy. So it's even something about some type of exchange, the exchange that y'all have, see? Because possibilities, free-spirited, adventure, risk, right? That's why somebody is lying in order to come around and try to confess these mistakes, because they know that you have been loyal to them time and time again, and they having conflict due to this karma that they tied in from whatever little razzling and dazzling that they was doing. They pretending, though, when it comes to this pain, and you know what I mean? Like, yeah, somebody really don't give a fuck. They only feel a certain type of way because it blew up in their face, and they not able to get no new beginnings. They not able to start over. They not able to try again with these mistakes. Yeah, they got to be loyal to these mistakes because time and time again, they chose to take the same action knowing that they should have done the opposite. Hell, it's seeming like the complete opposite, which is why they got conflict due to this karma. It's like it's their own fault. Escaping in the reverse, and it ain't no escaping these mistakes. Yeah. They were loyal. Again, I keep saying that time and time again. They made the choice. That's free will. That's no mistake. That's no mistake at all. Yeah, look, shallow. Someday, somewhere, sometime. It's like, and somebody was choosing to be shallow. Thinking that one day they was going to be able to make up. You know, one day they was going to be able to get it right. They ain't ready to do it right now, but one day they'll be ready. That Drake, he said, don't you go getting married. Don't you go get engaged. I know we getting older. Don't have no time to waste. I shouldn't be much longer, but you shouldn't have to wait. I can't lose you. I can't help it. I'm so sorry. I'm so selfish. Yeah. That's the type of person you was dealing with. Like a knowing better, but still doing the opposite, hoping. You know, want you to put your life on hold. You was loyal to this shallow person, and they was empty. It's given that they was bored with your loyalty. Somebody wanted you to rattle the cage. They used to ratchet shit type energy. Yeah. And time again, you waited for this person. For them to wake up one day. For them to catch on somewhere. For them to realize it another time. And you were constantly met with conflict, clashing, differences. You're not compatible with this person. Yeah, chemistry. See? Karma. This attraction, this spark. They created conflict when they knew they had chemistry. When they knew, like, somebody just strange as fuck. And that's what they ass get, this karma. Elusive. Right. Because they was dishonest. They were showed deception all the time, all the trickery. Somebody was real foggy, real hazy. You couldn't necessarily tell where this person stood, how they stood. But they wanted you to look at them like, okay, some type of family energy. You can invest. We can grow again someday, one day. So, yeah, okay. Type shit. What's going on with this intimacy? You got nourished. So it's given that you're being more intimate with yourself. Self-growth, self-focus, soul finder. And now you have been open to the possibilities. This free-spirited energy, adventure, something about risk. You doing things different. You know, you don't want to redo something, retry something. Right. See? You feel like that's a distraction that would sidetrack you. That would change the direction that your life is going in right now. Would cause delays for you to start something over with this person, knowing that they was bluffing, that they was pretending. To hell with the pain shit. You know, you've learned to be cautious. Look, emotional storm in the reverse, and that's what I'm saying. You ain't got no turbulence. You stable and you unaffected by whatever it is that's going on over there, because you over here, right where you supposed to be. Ain't no escaping, you know. You're not avoiding anything. You're not blocking anything. Like, none of that. And this person who trapped in these mistakes that they made is thinking of you. They definitely missing you. I'm telling you, they bored where they at. They found somebody who was just as shallow as them. They rejected you and was loyal to somebody shallow. That's the clarity that they have now. That's the truth of the situation. Somebody was deciding to dismiss the other person's intentions and keeping hope in a situation because they felt like they had a little change or something like that. But now it seems like love is biting somebody in the ass. It's with the depth on the bottom, something is a lot more deeper as well too. Yep. It's a lot more deeper. Your awareness has changed, and therefore the importance and things that you value, what you actually value or consider important, has changed. Yep. Look, return. See? They too shallow to allow you to return. One day, someday, somewhere, another time, when it comes to this second chance, this opportunity at making amends. Yeah, no. Look, bitterness in the reverse. See, you don't release this energy. You don't feel a certain type of way. You don't feel any anger. You have gotten your spark back. Your own passion back. And you already know, again, just this person with the trickery. You just don't want it. Don't need it. Look, that's what I'm saying. Commitment. Somebody want to return without the bitterness. That's what they want to tell you, but you know that they're being dishonest. This shit goes a lot deeper. Again, with this debt, you're a lot more aware. You know the importance of energy. You know the value of being where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there. Yeah. Somebody is real deceptive. Look, influences. That's what I'm saying. That's what this person is committed to. These influences. They got attachments already. It's some type of third party energy back here. Not to mention they are people police. Yeah, you just, there's so many reasons why the no is going to be a hard, stiff no. Put a hashtag in front of it and make that motherfucker glow. Because when it comes to this nourishing, this self-growth that you went to, you ain't releasing that. You ain't letting it go. You ain't walking away. None of that. You're not getting sidetracked. You're not getting distracted. You ain't, again, you cool with where you at. Look, finality. The last time was the last time. You've gotten some type of closure, you know, about a situation again, and you have laid to rest the turbulence. You have regained some type of stability. But see, that's the only reason why this person is in this thinking of you, missing you type of energy. They want to come and they want to scramble your shit up again. I feel like you already know that. Look, withdrawn. You ain't fucking with this person. Look, obscurity. Right. Secrets, mysteries, concealing. You was done with that. You leaving behind all that mess. And the same person that's missing you, that's the same shit that they holding. That's what they desiring to return with all this. Look, second chance. Reconciliation, make amends, opportunity, a second chance, opportunity, make amends, same thing. Look, no bitterness, marriage. They promise they want to be committed to you and only you this time. Never mind the attachments, the third parties. Don't look over there. I want you to look them in their eyes while they lie to you. What he say? Don't break my heart. Tell me beautiful lies. Family, right? They want to return a second chance to have a family with you. Yeah, feminine or masculine. She might want you to knock her up. Yeah, he might want to knock you up. You know what I mean? Again, with the bitterness in the reverse, no hurtful words. They gonna come to you, I'm telling you, talking how they should have been talking. Look, with peace. They gonna come to you in peace. Balance, harmony, friendship. Yeah, which could grow into a commitment. Let's not forget that this person is charming. They everything you like. Boost is saying, oh, you like that, huh? Look, boundaries. That's what they like. And so when it comes to this commitment, no. It said on the card, baby. It say no. Drawing the line. Enough. You got boundaries set. It's barbed wire around your heart. You ain't playing no games when it comes to these influences, these attachments, these peers, none of that. You ain't got shit to prove to nobody. Abandoned. Exactly. You done with all that shit. You ain't got none of that. You done left all that alone. You done walked away from that. Done went cold on that. Again, your awareness is a whole lot more deeper than what's expected. What's going on with this releasing in the reverse? Obsession in the reverse. Yeah, so you ain't got no obsessions. No addictions. No admiration for a goddamn thing when it comes to this person. You done said your final farewells. To the secrets. And you got clouded judgment. It was some type of imbalances or distorted energy due to these mysteries that this person was concealing. They say that'll continue. Because this person is still stuck in their pride, arrogance, ego, stubborn, and they want a second chance at this family energy to fuck up your peace. Look, foundation. See, with their family, established family security. That's what they want, the security more than anything. Here, that fucked up out here. What's going on? You got conflicted in past life in a reverse. So somebody is saying that they want to do something different, but again, it's given that with this conflicted energy, they don't necessarily know how to go about a situation, because with this past life energy in the reverse, you know, you're doing something different. You done learned from these karmic lessons. It's something about you changing these repeated patterns that you had, that they observed. So the you that this person felt like they knew no longer exists. They was living in a fantasy. Look, solitary, peeking out on the bottom. This was all in they shit. That ain't had nothing to do with you. Yeah, so that's where that conflict come in with this family energy. Because you already know that this person is hot cold. It's something about multiple choices. Somebody might tell you that they got a lot of different friends and stuff like that. It's like friends of the yeah, ain't nobody got time for that shit. Look, and again, you choosing your peace this time. That is different. That's real different. These boundaries is different. You walking away is different. Look, soulmate energy. That's what I'm saying. This person who you had this deep love for, this unity, this strong connection, it's like you abandoned something and somebody feel left out. They feel like you being cold. See? Because they used to you being open-hearted. They used to you being receptive. They used to you being vulnerable. And now they got sorrow because they feel like they took a loss. Like somebody is in some type of grief, some type of depression. Oh, because they not like you in them streets. That's what it is, Leo. It's cold out there. They fucked around and found out it was cold. Look, broken. Ain't no obsession. That shit been broken, shattered. Yeah, that obsession went right along with you know, that heart that this person broke. Something has been destroyed. The illusions has been destroyed. And again, somebody is operating in their pride. Look, fantasy. See? Daydreaming, imagining, fantasizing. That's that prideful shit that they actually will be able to get some type of foundation. But again, they conflicted because you doing shit differently. You doing it different. You ain't the shame no more, Leo. What's going on with this pride? Breaking point. Yeah, you don't reach your limit, your final straw when it comes to this foundation. Perspective, you better off without it. You have a clear head space with doing things the way that you're doing them now, moving forward. It's something about your decisions. You deciding to do something differently. Yep, silence in the reverse. And you're not silent, you're not frozen. It's you got some shit to say. You speaking up. It ain't like before. Again, this person in the past. See, with this clinging. This person still clinging, holding on, obsessing to this soulmate energy. Spying big time. It say spying on this card and you seen the way spying was. I wasn't even going to pull it out. Spying. Resistance. Secret admirer. Come on now, baby. Somebody in your business. They can't keep their eye off of you. That's why they shit going to hell, though. Look, healing in the reverse. That's what I'm saying. See? They ain't did no healing. They ain't did no releasing. They ain't did shit. Nothing at all. Realizations. That's the only thing that you actually had this open heart with them. Somebody feels like you were the only person that was really able to understand them. Assist them through these awakenings, these realizations. Look, that shit deep when it comes to these memories, I'm telling you. But they done exhausted all options. It was a long journey. Draining. Cool. You withdrawn. And ever since you've been withdrawn, this person been spying on you. Being a secret admirer of yours. See, they really been watching you because with this twin flame energy, they thinking that you mirroring something. Some type of toxic shit that they got going on. But it's something about you disappearing when it comes to this lust and energy. So maybe you stop having sex with somebody or something like that, which caused some type of loss, grief, or depression when it comes to this divine masculine. Because he confused, he uncertain, something is unclear when it comes to this distance, this separation, this space. Yeah. Somebody don't know what action to take. So if this is Big Burly, she ain't so motherfucking burly no more. She don't know what to do. All right, Leo. That was your reading.